Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syafa bin Osman. I would like to have a presentation about a summary of research, knowledge management practice in Malaysian higher learning institution, a review on a selected cases. So we proceed with the table of the contents. The table of the content, we start with the acknowledgement and then followed by introduction, issue in knowledge management practice, research methodology, data collection and data analysis, method of analysis, description of analysis, findings and remark, conclusion and recommendation, and finally a reference. For we start with the acknowledgement. This research is prepared by two senior lecturers from International Islamic University of Malaysia, IIUM, which is Dr. Muhammad Dul Bakir bin Haji Yaakob, and also Professor Dr. Ahmad F. Yusuf. And the third researcher for this research is Madam Khatijah Osman, a lecturer of Islamic Management, University Science Islam Malaysia. I also like to thank my beloved lecturer, Dr. Farah Adila binti Abdul Rahman, for giving me an opportunity to do this individual work and providing me all support and guidance, which made me complete the assignment on time. I also am very happy because I managed to complete this assignment within the time given by her. We continue with introduction. For introduction, Malaysian Higher Learning Institution, as a short form MHLI, are target to become a leading international education center in the Asia region. So if the target is to become the first in ASEAN region for education center. To achieve this target, the application and implementation of an excellent knowledge management system is very essential, and due to the fact that knowledge management is a process of transforming information and intellectual assets into enduring value. And most organizations are convinced that knowledge management is the key to achieving opportunities for a better decision making and gaining competitive advantages. Several factors, including the business operation, changing organizational structure, new workplace characteristic, and the increasing globalization of the marketplace have all added in the growing interest in knowledge management. So this how important knowledge management in a Western higher learning institution, which is our universities. So from the research, I can summary they have three major issue here. The first issue is what kind of knowledge management is practiced by our institution, from the public or the private universities, and how much of the knowledge management, has been practiced by our universities, and why does it different from one institution to another's. So after we understand the issue of the knowledge management, this research methodology using is a qualitative method, and the qualitative data is the interview, focus group, document, and observation. The university and the institution they have already there is a 5 cases here. So I just put the university A, B, C, D, and E. Next is a data collection and data analysis. For data collection, they have divided by two. This is a primary data and the secondary data. For primary data, the data is taken from internet, which is all the research already done by other researchers is taken from the relevant website because already published. And then as for the secondary data is from the literature review of relevant studies concerning the application of the KM knowledge management practice. So for data analysis is a conduct based on the theoretical studies as essential provide below, which we will talk later, and by using 3 major elements. Before we read 3 issue, then another 3 major element gathers within the knowledge management practice in our universities. So here is the three major elements. Okay, I will one by one. We will go one by one. For the first major element is represent the microsystem of knowledge management practice, which is the element of the identification and enhancement of the knowledge within the organization. The second element is the represent the microsystem of the knowledge management practice, which is a element of achieving and controlling the knowledge within the organization. This is to include knowledge management, strategies in upgrading knowledge system, and identifying the most suitable and most effective of the organization and what context and needs. And the third element also represent the microsystem of the knowledge management practice is the element of utilizing and integrating knowledge effectively within the organization. So after we understand the three major elements, we more go deeper from case by case. The first case is case number one is the title case number one is a knowledge management system and higher education institution. The researcher of this case is the Ramakrishnan and Muhammad Yassin. It have been done in 2012. The summary of the research is to attempt to explore the application of the knowledge management. The study is both in qualitative and quantitative and qualitative in nature. The method using is a questionnaire and distribute to 20 academic staff and 11 non-academic staff. The aspect of the KM practice here is describing the knowledge management practice as a habit and supported by staff. Examine the signification of knowledge management in close the gap between the present and prior context of the knowledge creation, sharing and application the alignment of the knowledge management process within the organization goals, social culture, behaviors, and organization strategies. And the last one is observing the knowledge management impact of the practice on educational delivery, especially with the support of knowledge management technology. So we take a look for the case number 2. The title is the training and development of knowledge workers, Malaysian scheme. It has been done by Hashim and Taib in 2012. The summary is focused on knowledge management aspect in the Faculty of Information Management. The method is used by is a questionnaires and the starter interview. So the aspect here is to identify the knowledge creation activity within the process of teaching and learning and its relation to academic enhancement and educational development as a goal. Also, identifying the factor of success in knowledge management practice, acquisition, utilization, sharing, and retention. For the case number 3, the title is the application of knowledge management in enhancing the performance of Malaysian universities. This is done by Mohd and others in 2007. The summary is for the research is about challenges faced by universities, public and private, to become a leading international educational center in the Asia region. The method used is a questionnaires will distribute to 8 university. They have a select 8 university, both public and private. So aspect of the knowledge management practice here is identifying the scope and level of knowledge management practice in Malaysian higher learning institution and its appropriateness to teaching and learning. Identifying the contribution factors such as infrastructure and technology to the effectiveness of knowledge management practice on individual as well as communities levels, and focusing on knowledge generating, acquisition, storing, and disseminating as the contribution factor of the knowledge management initiative. For the case number 4, analysis of knowledge management impact in higher learning institution done by Ismail and Young in 2006, identifying the type of knowledge management system and its functional features such as the culture sharing in which it leads to increased work process efficiency. Method used is a questionnaires and structured interview. So the aspect of knowledge methodology is identifying the development of knowledge asset and strategic plan in enhancing relation and sharing, inculcating the culture of knowledge sharing, establishing the of a knowledge management center and portal called ShareNet. A point of the KM knowledge management checkpoint is a chief officer and auditor who monitor and review the quality of knowledge within the institution, its development and utilization, especially in terms of reward system and public awareness. And lastly, the case number 5, the title is Knowledge Management Implementation in the Public Institution of Higher Education, done by Sirajuddin and others in 2005. The summary is focuses on measuring the significance and effectiveness of strategic information system planning (SISP) used as a knowledge management enabler in various PIHE method used in questionnaires and such interview. So the aspect here is evaluating the SISP as a method of knowledge management practice, describing the seriousness of management participant in KM practice, identifying the loophole in the formatting KM strategic plan, and consultancy, especially in calculating culture of knowledge sharing, incentiveness, and motivation. And finally, the measuring level of knowledge culture sharing. So after understanding all the cases, we go to the findings and remarks. For the case number 1, the pros here is application of knowledge management leading toward institutional efficiency and effectiveness together with improvement, graduated quality, certification, and higher employability. But cons here is a lack of the KM infrastructure such as a technology, witness the ability to align knowledge management activities with organization vision and mission, especially in terms of learning and sharing. For case number 2, the positive is the role of the knowledge management in Malaysian high learning institution in helping Malaysian achieving its key economy strategic plan. The role of the management here is very important. But the negative here is the challenges and obstacles come from the human aspect, bureaucracies, infrastructure, and an inadequate knowledge management model. For the case number 3, the role of the managerial support is very vital, very important in determining the success of the knowledge management practice, especially in updating technical facilities and stimulate knowledge sharing. Cons is the most challenging obstacle in knowledge management practice in our university are personal behavior and culture structure. For the case number 4, process in the role of the manager body is very significant in knowledge management practice, such as putting an integrated policy, effective strategy, and suitable culture structure and infrastructure development, even though they may incur high cost for the university to bear. Cons point here is various issues and problems are prevalent in the knowledge management practice in universities. For case number 5, SISP is a regards and as appropriate knowledge management method to be practiced, but the use of combined method by several universities together which SISP indicate the effectiveness of the system. When the combine, then the system become ineffective. So for remark here, as a conclusion, although for remark here, although knowledge management is prevalent in Malaysia higher learning institution, no standard knowledge management framework has been developed. The most significant factor that knowledge management framework in our institution should consider in the managerial comprehensive strategic plan. The policymaker, which is the government, to take an interest in the knowledge management practice involved, how they are employed and provide support in the form of facilitating of a good knowledge management culture, innovation, and creativity. And finally, the policymaker should also provide employees with training and continuous learning opportunity in the form of convention and programs. So as a conclusion and recommendation, for conclusion, knowledge management is not a solitary activity. Knowledge management need the unwavering support of managerial strategies and planning. Misalignment of knowledge management practice together with infrastructure leaking that cause the ineffective application of knowledge management activities. Knowledge management in this context of study is a strategic activity that involves knowledge creation, sharing, storage, and dissemination in which it develops a comprehensive knowledge community culture in the form of daily practice. Knowledge management practice should make employees become aware on its principle and additional value gained by the organization, especially in terms of innovative enhancement. A suitable infrastructure support should be constructed and maintained instinctively within the organization, such as IT infrastructure, document accessibility, and so on. As for recommendation, a holistic management approach is very important. Creation of the knowledge management strategy that is synchronized with the organization mission and strategy. Development of an appropriate mindset that creates culture norms, trust sharing, common goal, loss of sharing, and acceptance of change that represent every aspect of the institution. Knowledge management enrichment theories and practice are substantial opportunities to contribute to the success and advancement of academic institutions and the society at large. Knowledge management features of practice have provided an essential introductory text to discover and foundation of the field and the opportunities to practice knowledge management practice in organization. That's all. And finally, the reference. My main reference is here, by Muhammadul Ahmad and Khadijah. Knowledge management practice in Malaysia Higher Learning Institution, a journal of education and research. And the others reference is very important to complete the research. Thank you for your time. Assalamualaikum.